Well, thank you for your effort. I mean, I think when you're in education, there's a lot of ways you'll make a difference over your career, but I think last year takes the cake in terms of the impact, because if you had not done what you guys did by making sure those kids had access to school, it would have taken years to be able to recover from that. And we're seeing that in other parts of the country where they lock the kids out. And remember, last year, I got sued because we had schools open. They tried to close the schools, and we won that case. But I just knew, I knew the data was very clear, and that's the thing. You know, follow the data or listen to some people who are just always saying things that just aren't backed up by the facts. So we knew that the schools were important, and we knew it would be a low risk environment. But we just knew so much that the virtual. We do virtual better than anyone in Florida, but it's not the same, and not even close, particularly for young kids, particularly for people with special needs. And so one of the reasons we did the $1,000 bonuses for the teachers and the principals is, even though I was getting sued to close it, you know, most teachers, particularly up here, they wanted to get back because they knew their students were falling behind, and they knew they needed to do. Most of the principals wanted to get back to be able to do it. And so we really think last year it was crunch time. We had to figure out what we were going to do, but we in Florida were not going to leave these kids behind, and it was challenging. We still have challenges that we have to do. Incidentally, I'll have a pretty significant announcement next week on education, so stay tuned on that. But we did it, and now we're going to continue going forward, and we want to have a smooth and effective school year. So we're proud of you guys. Now, we're going to work together. There's more we can do. You know, I anticipate being back with some other stuff in the future because I think you guys are going down a good track. I hope next time I'm here is not because of a hurricane aftermath. I mean, we're right in the heart of this season. We had a tropical storm kind of rust through, which was a system, and then it kind of went. But we're ready for it. You guys know, and so we'll see what ends up happening as we go. You know, that one in Louisiana was a pretty big one, but because this is something that they learned from Katrina, their infrastructure was better. That really held up. They learned some stuff on the response, and so most of the worst damage was not in Louisiana in terms of mortality. It was all the way up in the Northeast because it wasn't something that was necessarily, people didn't think it was going to be as big a deal. So the one thing with hurricane season, as I know, and Walton County is certainly one, and these others, especially in the Panhandle. You know it's something you gotta contend with, and so you're ready, and you just know. So hopefully we'll pray that we get spared. We don't want to see another Michael type situation, but we're right in the heart of this thing. So I watch from Africa over every single morning. I look on, is there something doing? You know, they had the one hurricane that's pretty strong, but it didn't even come close to the U.S., and so that's kind of what we like to see. But